Oh god, my energy. Okay. What's using all the internet? Ping is like literally, holy crap. Yeah, that's turned off. Wait, where's my purse? Brought it up.
Everyone is working super hard. We should be too.
We will be, we will be. There it is. Well, shoot. Alright, hello everyone, if you're still here. I don't know if you are, give me a minute. I has to look into design protocol or whatever, I don't freaking know.
All the standing around is making me so sleepy.
There we go, now I can see comments. Hello Ariel, how you doing, hun?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Oh, I forgot there's a thing up there. I'm taking a short break on Genshin, nice. Okay, let's try not to start thing.
Into the wind.
Okay. Okay. Now, one more time. It's up there, though. How am I gonna get up there? Oh, she! Taki mushrooms. There you go, I did it. Oh, I just noticed she has a pearl right there, too. Whee! Whee! 25 meters. Where is he? Did I? Oh, yeah, I passed him. He's over here. Hey, yo! What's up, my brother? Oh wait, you're not my brother. Hello, Todoroki. Wait, when did Shoto get in here? Shoto!
Who are you?
Shoto,
Hello,
when'd you become old?
Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of here, you little brat.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Do you want to put your goods on the scale, or not?
Or not.
What are you trying to say?
Well,
Okay, I'm liking
nothing.
him though.
All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Okay, arrest me.
Todoroki, what's wrong? Who dares to cause trouble at Sango no Miya Shrine? Huh? Wait, it's... Captain? What are you doing?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Todoroki, This is the captain of Swordfish too, one of our own.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? The long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here.
No, it
I
doesn't.
don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders?
What do we do?
Well, what are you waiting for? All right, I see how it is. If you two won't do it, I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But here we go.
Wait! Everyone, stand down! General Goro, you're here.
My apologies, Traveler, Detective Hazo. I wasn't telling you the truth. Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without her, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today.
Yeah.
We mustn't raise our weapons against her.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say
Naive.
the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, I would go and turn myself into the Tenryou Commission right now. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of astronomical fines. Can you
Yeah.
afford that? Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor, but did that save their lives?
No.
Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds?
No, it cannot.
It was the medicine that I got
Hello,
that
everyone.
saved
How are you
their
doing today?
lives. If we detain them today, the Shogunate will never know what we've done. Besides, we're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again, and life on Watatsumi Island will continue to improve.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't...
I can trust the Traveler won't, but the detective...
He's a Tenryou Commission officer.
Forget it. You're the general. I'm just a radish farmer.
Wait, what is the bill you just mentioned?
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island. Once the bill is introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. Man alive. I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Detective Hazo, are you saying that...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Yes,
Come
he
on,
is.
you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island.
Yes.
I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Thank you, Detective Hazo. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not?
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, she is planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if she will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit her freedom, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right, Traveler?
Well, it's settled
Agree
then.
with a cool nod.
She will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting her freedom. So please, don't worry, Detective Hazel.
I'll hold you to that. But if I ever find out you've lied to me again, there's a chance I'll lose my cool.
I'm
Oh.
sorry for
you're
not telling you
cool.
the truth earlier. It's a serious matter, and I didn't want outside parties to become involved. But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide anything from Detective Hazel and the Traveler?
I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
Yes, it is.
I understand now. But I always have excellent personal hygiene.
No, not like that.
Hey,
Apologize again for not being completely honest with you. I truly am sorry, but I had to do it.
I understand. By the way, does Kokomi know all about all this?
Ah, yes, Her Excellency. Well, let's just say that the war brought many terrible things while also forcing us to learn a lot.
Right, but that still doesn't answer the question.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Well, aren't you curious about who's been pushing for the new commodity bill? It certainly isn't the Conjo Commission, because it doesn't immediately benefit them. And we don't have any connections there.
Yeah, it's kinda as if the gods suddenly appeared to offer you a divine hand.
Yeah, the gods. I was invited to attend the Iridori Festival on Narukami Island with Her Excellency a while back. At the festival, I waited in the marketplace while Her Excellency...
What'd she do? I don't remember.
She went to the Conjo Commission to see Lady Yai, purportedly for a book review, but there were other items on the agenda too. The meeting wasn't made public. Following her return, we began our attempts at boosting commercial activity, and it wasn't long before there was a push for a new commodity bill on Narukami Island. So, what do you make of it? Do you think Her Excellency knows about this?
hey, there you are. Come here, look.
Oh, the beautiful scenery.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
You're right, it is.
Watatsumi Island. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay?
Have you really decided to keep this whole thing a secret?
It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway.
So now you have the answer to... Oh, so you have the answer you were searching for.
Yes.
There we go.
Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And now I finally get it. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done. This is yet another instance in which that certain thing shines. That missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Goro, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi. Which is the true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates is not gone.
The scenery is just too impeccable.
Just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land was harmed, its vitality evaporated and eventually found its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for.
Is it?
Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. Call me Grady, I guess.
You are.
Of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from evaporating safe and sound in my mind. That way, I'll always be able to remember these beautiful things. The beauty of Watatsumi Island. The people who are full of life and vitality. And you two, who were by my side.
Oh my god, yes! Memories do not evaporate. The journey will end, but the memories will remain. I'm saving this. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I got one of them so far, and I believe there's 5 endings, and I have to find all 5. Okay, I have to do this one too now. Let's teleport. Okay, next on the agenda, let's go flying. Who do I get to meet with today? And will they have a voice? Oh, no, I remember. Okay. Heizo was in the way, so I get to do this one. Oh, okay.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question.
I get to be with
Do you know
Kazuha.
if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaidehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Yeah. Is this your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him off. I'm gonna be humble.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved.
Damn, he
you were
knew
the
I was
one who
trying to be
targeted.
humble.
It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
Yeah.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Do tell. Do pray tell.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Be sitting down.
Ah, if it isn't
Oh, hi.
Kaede
Why'd you put your
Harakaza,
butt near my face?
what brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Hello, my doggo.
Yes, the
Hello,
Kaedehara
Papas.
and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden.
Are you comfy?
Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Wait, what? Raiden Gokaden?
Ah, let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties. And just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift.
What do you mean by cryptic?
I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
A fire!
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
He hasn't? That seems
Is
more...
that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry, you have our word.
Yes, and our word is true.
From the sound of that, Hyman doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get to the... Oh, we still need to get to the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Oh, it's up there. Okay. Look at all these different masks. I personally want that one right there. The one my head is showing. I mean, not showing, but the one that above my head.
To discover their ability to stop time here.
Oh, you look worried.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse
Don't tell me he's
admiring his
obsessed.
weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa.
And that led to an argument.
Whoa.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back.
Oh.
But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
Her face, like, You did the right thing.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see.
Heyo.
I understand.
They both
Amino
went
Yuya
missing?
came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Amenoma Yuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and,
Must have had an argument during the cell. Perhaps the fire was still used to hide the truth. We are still missing crucial information.
An interesting explanation. I was also considering this possibility. Amenoma Yuya is an expert on swords. He could have noticed some problematic details about Mr. Nagato's collectibles. Maybe he recognized a blade as a fake, or a well-known stolen item. Either way, after arguing about it, the two men agreed to hide the truth of this matter. They thought a fire would destroy everything. But then the Tenryou Commission began investigating and uncovered some incriminating details, so they fled to protect their secrets. But it's a far-fetched theory. I
But a theory I'm willing to work
would have
with.
been able to reach an agreement. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Okay. 200 meters. We're gonna take the quick route. You think I'm going that way? You're funny. I'm going this way. Whee! Wind glider. Yeah. One right there.
Wait.
Oh, look, it's a maple
I
leaf.
hear something ominous in the wind.
Oh?
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound. It's right around here somewhere.
But there's nothing here.
It's gone now, but I can still sense the direction it left in.
Show
It felt
us.
very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
The Tatarigami? Oh no. That's one thing I didn't expect to encounter here.
Indeed.
Oh fudge, I was trying to hit the second
But
one.
this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should
Like her
remain
face
vigilant
is so serious
and
right now.
approach slowly.
Huh. So it's an underground warehouse.
Oh, underground
The force
warehouse,
is
eh?
definitely coming from down below.
How is
The
it?
source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place,
Has it?
but the residue it left behind still
There's
hasn't
residue.
dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Oh.
Mrs. Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
It could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone must have noticed.
From what I've been told,
Wait, was that a...
Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into
that
violent monsters. But
that a
most
chest?
will develop a stubborn streak upon being
Behind me?
exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will. Their interests become fanatical obsessions. Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with. The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder, amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
So what
There
should
is
we
a
do
chest
now?
back there.
Go down and take a look?
Step back. I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous.
If we don't open this door, relatively speaking, the risk here is trivial.
What piqued your
What's
interest?
down there?
Everything's buried in debris. I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
So in the end, it was just a scare. I'm not sure if that's good or bad thing.
That was too scary! Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us!
Warehouse bunny.
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy's source left this place. Two ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
You can't let delay any longer. Let's hurry. Let's hurry. Let's hurry. Can't delay no longer. We can't afford to delay any
Yes,
longer.
let's go.
As I
If
keep
nothing
delaying
else,
here.
it's vital that we find out where this
Hey,
Tatarigami
Day,
energy
how
is
you
coming
doing?
from.
I am having a good day,
Quiet
sort
your
of.
mind
How are
and
you
focus on
doing?
what you sense around you.
Welcome
Perhaps
in.
you too will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Yes, I want to know the presence within the wind. Please do, pray tell. I'm gonna go get that chest first. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
One
Hey.
with nature.
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Let's go like that. Oh, whoops. I thought I just changed. Okay. I'm gonna do that for you. And then we're gonna get some water for you. Yeah, you definitely need water. Oh. Here, let me give you some more water. You look thirsty. No. I said I didn't want to go in the water. No, I didn't want to go in the water. You're the one that was looking thirsty, not me. Oh, what just happened?
Into the wind.
Propagate! Germinate! I'll protect us.
Almost done. There you are. See, you needed a nap. You drank too much water and needed a nap.
Look at it sparkle.
Okay, I need to go. Which way? This way again?
Go, Barbara, go!
I'm glad you're good, and thanks. But yeah, welcome in. Feel free to stay. Oh, hello. I'm probably gonna pronounce this wrong, so forgive me. Flame? You should play it again, though. It's so much fun. That fox just gave me the side eye. Did y'all just see that? Did you guys just see that? That fox just gave me the side eye. It was minded its own business, looked at me, and was like, girl. Well, excuse me, Mr. Fox. Or Miss Fox. Oh, I was going away from it. My bad. Wait. I see it! Oh my god! I see it! I can see the wind! Do you guys see that? It's over there too. Oh wait, no. I don't want to do that. You see all that black smoke? Look. I'm moving away. Okay, I need to go this way. Oh, I fell in the water.
From this point, the trail appears to split into two.
Me too, they're silly.
The main source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here, and seems to be dissipating slowly.
Two parts. So, would that correspond to Mr. Nagato and Ame no Miya Yuya?
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
Okay.
Whoa! Look at all those hilly churls! They're acting really strangely.
Something seems to be drawing their attention. Let's take a closer look.
How you doing, boys and girls?
Let's dance. Right here.
Like so.
The wind knows me.
And voila. Hello, you fire animal. It's what?
Look at this red stuff.
Red
What
stuff?
is it?
By the looks of it, a letter written on a piece of torn clothing.
Oh.
The ink is bone dry, It must have been written quite some time ago.
Oh?
Well, let's take a look.
I am Nagato. I was wounded by Amennomiya Yuya. He took my most precious blade. I chased him, but could not catch him. I lay down here to rest on account of my exhaustion. I thought that I might croak right here. My stomach kept on bleeding, but it seems that some strange power has sustained me. Why did he steal that blade? I was going to sell it to him. He even burned my warehouse down. Ugh, it hurts. It hurts. But for some reason, I can't fall unconscious. So all I can do is distract from the pain. Is right. What will happen to Sachiko, Yuchi, and Yuji? I'm sorry to them. I really am. Only now do I realize how stuck in my ways I was, and how blind to my obsession. I must have been cursed. I collected all those strange and bizarre things, but they won me not one iota of happiness or warmth. Put all of it together, and it still wouldn't have been worth a single word from her mouth. Thank you, and sorry for letting you down, Sachiko. Okay, that's sad.
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Amenoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
No, Mr.
Whatever
Nagato.
traces there may have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls. There's nothing more for us to find here.
Let's ask the Tenro Commission to do a thorough search later. There's more important things right now, unfortunately.
Yes. Right
Hello,
now,
welcome
we
back,
need
Ariel.
to uncover some more important truths. If Amenoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the
I didn't
same
mean to hit the
tragic
mic. I'm
end.
sorry, guys.
Right, so let's get moving.
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami. For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill. All the
That is
clues
true.
that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct,
I think.
not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
I believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant. At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
Why has this gotten so sad? Oh look! There's wind! Oh, and it showed me the black smoke. Oh shit, talking mushrooms, I missed it. How the hell did I miss it? It looks like it's going across the water somehow. Did he swim?
He seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
Yeah,
I'm
is
not
there?
sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have...
It's no use hiding anymore.
Kaede Harakazua. It's you, at last.
Oh?
Aha! So it is the same guy from before. What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Yeah.
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Amenome Yuya that stands before us.
Oh?
But what if instead of facing Amenome Yuya, we are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
The blade?
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light. Whoa, whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you
Blades have
serious?
feelings too.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Amenome Yuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought. You've already deduced the truth of the matter. Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition. I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams.
Oh?
As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith. And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me.
Oh, did
He
it
not
now?
only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own. In her conceit, the Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
So... swords?
No spoilers,
can
remember.
become conscious? And control people?
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. But that gave me the opportunity to take action. After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Oh, really now?
So Amenome Yuya was not your first victim. Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
Oh, yeah.
Hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
That's rude.
When they got
They are
tired
people.
or injured or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
You're awful.
After I returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenome Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenome Yuya's body, I have found you, And by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun. Kaede Harakazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Yes.
There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
He may have, but
Now,
I defeated her.
give your body over to me!
No. Wait, hold up. Hold up. I gotta see what's on the trial. So this is my trial, Kazuha. Okay. Why does he have a fillet blade? Why doesn't he have the sword as freedom? Okay. Artifacts. Noblesse. Okay. Okay. I can mess with that. He's got 3 of those. Okay. Talents. Of course that one's level 8. Another one's level 5. Okay. Yeah. And now let's compare him to mine. 0 in the constellation. I really need to update. Oh my god. my talents. The artifacts I have him under. I feel like I failed him. And the weapon that I gave him. Immediate tears! Immediate tears!
It's me!
Hey, no.
One with nature.
Hi! Emerge. Right here. Right now.
And now, let's go. And like, oh wait, let's go again, and we're down. Why was my character just thrown in the air?
My way, or I will strike you down too!
I shall stand anyway.
No one. You've lost.
Lost? I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more. Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me, but this man. He is but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Then we will smash you into pieces. Oh, the reason why... Okay, I'm back, sorry. I had to redo my thing. The reason why... Batty Traveler. But yeah, the reason why I don't have him as a 5-star stuff is because I don't have that many 5-star stuff. I've been giving it to all my other people that I really like. And Kazuha just became part of my team. Not too recently, but like a month or 2 ago. Because I was like, you know what, Traveler is gonna, you know, then I'll smash you.
The end result is the same! I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger! Were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure. By any means necessary.